Why do people post to TikTok? What is a virtual classroom? Do you use AI? What's with all these fake photos?
Did you go to an arcade? How many TV channels were there? What was dial-up internet? Did you hang out at the mall?
From the class of 1996 with big hair, AOL, and whatever.
And the class of 2026 with YouTube, smartphones, and mask mandates.
You're listening to Midlife Young. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
What?
It's a Christmas tradition to sing that.
No, it's not. It's a rebellious remake that actually is older than you.
What? When?
Origins are not precisely known. What is known is that the lyrics or versions of it existed at least as far back as 1967. Considering the popularity of the Batman TV series in the 60s, that seems the most likely inspiration for the song, as huge numbers of children were watching the show at that time and Batman became a cultural phenomenon. And no, it does not qualify as a Christmas tradition.
So what is a Christmas tradition?
That is a good question, and let's make that today's podcast.
That sounds like a snowy idea.
Snowy?
An eggnog excellent thought?
Eggnog excellent?
A red-nosed wonder.
Your jokes are failing. Just get to the list.
All right, let's start with an 80s story about decorating for Christmas. The Saturday after Thanksgiving was the unofficial start of Christmas in the household. Dad would haul the big cardboard box marked Xmas down from the attic, its corners frayed from years of use. Inside were treasures, strands of multicolored lights with oversized bulbs, glass ornaments that shattered if you looked at them wrong, and enough silver tinsel to make the tree sparkle like a disco ball. The tree itself was a family event. Some families in the 80s swore by the artificial tree, with hinged branches, but in this house, it was real, fresh, and from the local tree farm. Kids bundled up in neon ski jackets and leg warmers, trudging through the snow to find that perfect one. Once home, Dad wrestled it into the corner near the brick fireplace, rearranging furniture to make room. The scent of the pine filled the living room, mingling with the warmth from the cast iron radiator covers. Decorating was pure chaos and joy. Mom laid out the homemade ornaments, paper chains from past years, glitter-painted wooden shapes, and satin baubles passed down from Grandma. The kids fought over who got to hang popcorn garland, while Dad strung the lights, muttering about burnt-out bulbs. Tinsel was the final touch, draped unevenly but proudly, because in the 80s, more was more. The rest of the house joined the party. Green garland lined the kitchen cabinets, jelly-like window clings stuck to the sliding door, and a glowing porcelain tree sat on the dining room buffet. Outside, plastic blow-mold Santas and snowmen lit up the yard, competing with the neighbor's full nativity scene. Inside, VHS tapes of Rudolph and A Charlie Brown Christmas waited for their annual viewing, rewound and ready. By evening, the house shimmered with jeweled tones and metallic accents. The tree crowned with a star that had seen better days. The family gathered on the floral sofa, mugs of cocoa in hand, watching the lights reflect off the ornaments. It wasn't perfect, nothing in the 80s was, but it was magical. A time when Christmas meant being together and making memories that would last a lifetime.
That was a cute little Christmas story.
There was a lot of things in that I remembered.
Ah.
Our tree was stored under stairs instead of the attic, but the concept was still the same. That big old box that's totally wore out. I mean, years of abuse. We had a fake tree, though. Do you recall having a real tree?
Nope.
You actually did. A few years. You were quite young.
Oh.
We'd bundle you kids up and we'd go to a tree farm. and we would look for a tree. I'd find one and would cut it down and bring it home. We only did it a few years because, to be honest with you, a real tree is a lot of work. What do you recall of the fake tree?
We would go out to our shed in the backyard. We'd bring it inside. We would open it, and the green stuff would go everywhere.
I know, even fake trees leave a mess, don't they?
Yeah.
It's like, not as much as a real tree, but you miss out on that smell. Because Grandma's house, they put up a real tree.
That's fake. She keeps it in the back all year round.
I thought it was a real tree.
I don't think so.
It used to be a real tree.
I don't think it's real.
Oh, well, okay, never mind. So, decorations, a mix of new and old. And some of my old decorations were broken.
Yeah.
Some of them had the labels. You know, either my mom wrote on it a date or my grandma. And of course, your mom does the same thing. She writes the dates on some of those ornaments that we get.
That is very true.
Now, what's some of the ornaments that you have?
I have a lot of dance ornaments.
And then I believe you had an Eiffel Tower one?
Yes, but the dog ate it.
Oh.
I loved that one.
And so there's no more Eiffel Tower.
Nope.
You have those shoe one, I think it was, right?
Point shoes?
Yes.
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
A lot of them.
I have a lot of
The
those.
whole tree is just covered with point shoes.
Yeah. Well, just imagine I take my actual ones. That'll cover the whole tree.
It reminds me of a story. When I was in high school, we'd get a whole bunch of those AOL CDs. And one year I took all the AOL CDs and I decorated the tree with them. Like 30 AOL CDs, and I stuck them on all the branches.
What is AOL?
At least you know what a CD is, right?
Yes, I do. It's a compact disc.
All right. But the AOL, American Online, the dial-up service provider, and their marketing strategy was to send everybody AOL CDs all the time, or they would come in anything you bought. Pretty much AOL is like everywhere.
Oh.
I figured I'd put them on the tree.
Shiny.
And very odd. Now, do you put a star on top of the tree?
Yes, we put a star on the tree.
From what I recall, ours wasn't a star. It was an angel. Yeah, and it was a light-up angel, so we'd mount that at the top of the tree. And after you get all the lights set up on the tree, the first thing you do, you turn off the room lights, because then the only lights you got is just from those tree lights. And that's always so cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Now, the story also referenced those bubble lights. It was really interesting because I do remember those from my childhood. They were candle-shaped in like a tapered cone or classic lantern look. And they had color liquid in them. Red, blue, green, yellow, sometimes clear. But they would bubble after a while. So they would kind of heat up and then they would start to bubble. And they ran right off of the light strand. So you would take and remove one of the light bulbs on your strand and you put on this little bubble light thing. And there were glass tubes that hold the bubbles. Now, because of how warm those suckers got, especially if you had a real tree, I don't know how safe they really were, though.
Were you ever curious if they were going to explode?
It's a good question. I mean, at the time, I didn't think they would ever explode, but I wonder if any of them ever have exploded.
It definitely sounds like a fire hazard.
Yeah, every once in a while, the plastic base that the glass tube was in did melt a little. Now, what other decorative things do you do throughout the rest of the house?
Sometimes we put lights around the stairway banister, and on our cabinets in our kitchen, we put like little wreaths. We also have a ceramic Christmas tree that we have up.
You know, those ceramic Christmas trees, they've been around a long time. Yeah. I remember those from my childhood, too.
I think it was passed down in our family, so I don't...
It's a family heirloom now.
Probably. And who could forget the Highlander cow?
Oh, that's right. The air inflatable Highlander cow. Your mom's just into Highlander cows right now.
Very true. And don't forget the outdoor projectors.
Oh, yeah. That's a cool thing. Now, they did have some back in my day, but I mean, today's a little more advanced. Some of them not only have like the reindeer that spin around on your garage, but also laser shows and who knows what else they have in these projectors nowadays. You know what? Let's move on to holiday TV specials because that was a big part of Christmas too.
Okay.
The snow had started falling early that December evening. Inside, a family gathered in the living room, bathed in the warm glow of incandescent Christmas lights. Big, colorful bulbs strung across trees and windows. The smell of popcorn, garland, and cinnamon drifted through the air. And the TV was centerpiece of the night. In the 1980s, watching holiday specials wasn't just entertainment. It was an event. No streaming, no DVR. If you missed it, you wait another year.
Unless they recorded it on a VHS.
That is true.
What were some of those TV shows?
There was a number of classics and a couple newcomers. One of which was A Charlie Brown Christmas. 1965, but still a staple in the 80s. When the jazzy notes of Linus and Lucy filled the room, you knew Christmas had truly arrived. The specials, muted colors, and simple animation stood out against the flashier cartoons of the decade. But its sincerity was timeless. Charlie Brown's quest to find meaning beyond commercialism resonated deeply in the era of booming consumer culture, and that scraggly little tree became a symbol of hope and simplicity.
The tree was very sad.
Another video was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Though it first aired in 1964, Rudolph was pure 1980s nostalgia. The stop-motion animagic style felt like a handcrafted Christmas card coming to life. The warm narration and songs like Holly Jolly Christmas played against a backdrop of glittering snow and whimsical characters. For the 80s, Rudolph wasn't just a show, it was a ritual. Families tuned in on CBS often catching the original bumpers and commercials that became part of its memory.
I did not know that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was a stop-motion film.
One of the other ones was Frosty the Snowman. This animation had a greeting card charm to it, with that gravelly voice, giving the narrative a grandfatherly warmth. The story was simple yet magical, a snowman brought to life by a discarded magician's hat, racing against time to reach the North Pole before melting. Its theme? Friendship and sacrifice. For many families, Frosty aired right after Rudolph, making it a double feature of the holiday cheer.
It did have that very grandfatherly warmth to it. I've never noticed that before, but now that I think about it, yeah.
And one of the more newer style at that time was the Smurf Christmas special of 1982.
There was a Smurf Christmas special?
Yep, you know the Smurfs, right?
I do.
Those blue people. Saturday morning icons turned primetime stars in this Hanna-Barbera gem. The Smurfs' snowy village sparkled with holiday cheer until Gargamel schemed to ruin it all. The plot intertwined with two lost children and a mysterious stranger, adding to a surprisingly dark twist for a kid's cartoon. Yet, in true Smurf fashion, goodness and the power of love triumphed. The special's pastel palette, cheerful song, and moral center captured the innocence of the early 80s animation. This story highlighted on Charlie Brown Christmas, which we did talk about earlier in this podcast already. It is, once again, I'll say it, one of my favorite TV shows.
It's a movie.
I know, but the length is short enough to really be kind of a TV show, but yeah, it is a kind of a movie.
It's one episode. It's a movie.
But you can't deny that catchy music.
That's true. And that little tree. So
I know,
sad.
so sad. Bent over.
And that one little bulb.
Such a lonely tree. It's a good thing Charlie Brown selected that tree.
Yeah. Kind of looks like the Grinch tree, too.
That's true. They used that in the movie, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
And then who was that one kid that always wore the blanket?
My brother?
No, besides your brother.
Linus?
It's Linus, huh?
It's Linus.
Okay. It's been a while since I remember.
It's Linus.
Wow.
What was that animagic that was mentioned for the Rudolph movie?
Oh, that's right. That's a weird word. It reminds me of like Disney or something like that. But it was a stop motion style recording. So they would move the puppets just a hint, and then they would take a picture. And then move the puppets a little bit more and take another picture. There's a lot of nostalgia to the holidays. And there is still more December left.
I know. We still have Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. The food, the presents, and the family gatherings.
And we still have to meet Santa at the mall.
I say we do one more episode this December to continue this story.
I agree. To our listeners, join us down this Christmas memory sleigh ride. One more episode next week.
Till then, you should probably get working on those greeting cards.
Oh, and get everybody to cooperate for that yearly family photo.
And why do I have the idea that you were the uncooperative one for your family photos?
One rule. Always blame the siblings. From the class of 1996
And the class of 2026,
this has been Midlife Young.
don't miss out on future episodes by subscribing to our podcast.
And find us online at midlifeyoung.com. Thank you for listening.